Hello everyone. So for our first set of roots that we're going to do, you're going to need two different index cards, a green marker, highlighter, or Sharpie, and then I have a black Sharpie, but you can use a black pen to write on this. I would say that on the back, just like we do in class, that you have something a little thinner so that it doesn't bleed through. So our first root today is a Greek root. So you're going to go ahead and put a green border around your card. And the root is my cross. And so the way that you will spell this is I-C-R-O-S, my cross, okay? So, my cross means, let me go ahead and flip over my card, small, okay? Let me zoom this in so that you can see what I'm writing. This means small. And maybe you're already starting to think of some words that might be within this root. And maybe you've already thought of microbe. So microbe means a tiny form of life. So I'm going to write out the word. I'm going to sound it out as I write it. I would hope that you are doing the same and following along with me. And then I'm going to mark the word. So I want you to be doing this and saying it out loud with me as I'm writing, okay? So microbe is a two-syllable word. So I have I-C-R-O-B, silent final E. This is job number 1, makes every vowel say its name. Okay, microbe. So this is an open syllable, okay, I-E. So microbe, O-B. Now, this is saying its name, and we have a vowel-consonant-vowel relationship going on here. So, microbe is a tiny form of life. A tiny form of life. Now, our next word is microscope, okay? Microscope. That is going to be a 3-syllable word. A microscope is an instrument for looking at tiny things. Now, some people may say microscope, but a lot of people say microscope. So there's going to be a think to spell in the second syllable. So we have I-R-O. We're going to think to spell O. O. Silent final E, job number 1, makes the vowel say its name. Okay, so let's go syllable by syllable. We have I-R-O. We're going to think to spell O because it's an open syllable, and we usually say microscope. Okay, so O, the vowel consonant vowel. This is an instrument for looking, at tiny things. Most of the time we use microscopes in science, or you might see a microscope being used in a lab for testing different things for doctors, or at the doctor's office you might see this as well. Okay, so once you finish that card, you're going to put it off to the side just like we do in class. Okay, and our next one is Greek as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put my border around my card. And this root is actually migos. So we have M-E-G-O-S. Migos. And this is the opposite of our last root. This root actually can mean three different things: great, large, big. So it's the opposite of our last root. Great, large, big. So our first word is megalith. Megalith is a huge rock. If you notice, there is a root that we've had previously, lith, in here, which is standing for rock, and mega is coming from the root that we have here, which means huge. So this is a 3-syllable word. We have e, d, a, which we usually say a. Well, we will think to spell a, but whenever we say mega, we usually say okay, and then ith, megalith. Okay, so we have d, a. We're going to think to spell a, ith. This means huge rock. Our next word is megaphone, which is a device for making a sound larger. If you have ever seen someone use a megaphone at a sports or a sporting event, it's where they stand there and it actually magnifies their voice. It makes it sound larger. So a megaphone is also going to be a 3-syllable word. We have e, d, a, thinking to spell that, o, n, silent final E, job number 1, makes the vowel say its name. So, megaphone. So, a. This is a Greek root, or a Greek word, so we're going to use Greek f. And then o, n, vowel, consonant, vowel. This is making the vowel say its name. Okay, so, device for making a sound larger. So again, this root, megos, is different than mikros. Mikros means small. Megos means great, large, or big. Okay, let's review the roots really fast. In micros, we had microbe, which is a tiny form of life, and we had microscope. Okay, remember, in this word, you can say microscope or microscope, and depending on how you say it, depends on whether you put a thinking cap in that second syllable. In megos, which means great, large, or big, we have megalith and megaphone. Both in the second syllable we say so we are going to think to spell a because it is an open syllable.